I've just fallen in love with this place, and I think there's a great history here, and we stand on grounds that are very special to a lot of folks in this community. I've heard so many stories about the Dan River Mill and the legacy of the Dan River Mill, and I was going to call it the old Dan River Mill, but it's really old, O-L-E, which is a term of endearment, because it's a special place, and it's a legacy that has been here for over 100 years, providing economic impact to this local community in the region for over 100 years. I was doing my Google research last night, and I thought it was under 100 years, and Google said it was over 100 years that this place was up and running. So Caesars has to live up to that legacy, and we feel like we have a legacy of our own. And that legacy was built on our founders. We had Bill Harrah in 1937 that opened the first Harris property, Harris Bingo Hall in Reno, Nevada. And he was all about perfection. He was all about everything's got to be perfect for the customer. All the lights have to be on. We had Benny Binion and followed by Jack Binion. And they built a business that was on the legacy. You got to make it right for the gambler. Very simple, right? And then we had Jay Sarno that built the business on the idea that everyone is a Caesar. So if you pay attention to our name, Caesars, you'll notice that there's not an apostrophe in Caesars. So everyone is a Caesar. And then we have Don Carano, who built his legacy around family. And we still practice family style service in our company today. So it's that legacy that we feel like we can stand up and be a part of this legacy, the Dan River Mill legacy, and hopefully we'll be around creating economic impact to this community and this region for another 100 years. So that's the idea. So let's do that. So I have a few guests that I'd like to extend a special thank you for joining us today. We have Kelly G., the Executive Director of the Virginia Lottery, with us today. Where's Kelly? There's Kelly. She's got Gina Smith, the Deputy Director of the Lottery, and the Lottery team. I didn't get a chance to meet you guys. Where are you guys at? I see them waving in the back. We'll be meeting with you guys after this. Some trailer around here, I think. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will work. We'll see. Let's see who else we got here. We have Rita McClinney. Where's Rita? Right there. Got to have dinner with Rita last night. Rita's the President and CEO of the Virginia Tourism Corporation. We have some elected officials, believe it or not, here. You bring out the food truck in an election year, and lo and behold, people show up. From the city of Danville, the Honorable Mayor Alonzo Jones and the rest of the city council, adorned in their white shirts. Love that. Just one little thing about the city. It's been amazing working with the folks of the city. Ken Larkin, Corey Bovey, the rest of the staff of the city have just laid out open arms and just made this project so much easier that it could have been. So thank you guys very much. Really appreciate it. We have some folks from the state. Got to recognize those folks. We have Delegate Ren Williams. Where's Delegate Ren Williams? In the house. Thanks for being here. Delegate Paul Chrisick. Met Paul. Thanks for a 5.5-hour journey last night to get here. Delegate Mark Sickles. Thank you, Mark. And Danville's own Delegate Danny Marshall. Thanks for being here. I want to recognize our investment partners. We made an announcement yesterday, big announcement, that the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians will be part of this project. And we have with us here Richard Sneed, the Principal Chief for the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Thank you, Richard, for being here. And I believe you have members of tribal council and other members of tribal leadership here as well. So thanks, guys, for being here. Appreciate it. And I have a local investor that I want to recognize, the Wright family, Kirby Wright and Tammy Warren Wright, up here up front. Thanks for being here. All right, enough of the intros. I think if I missed anybody, okay, beat me up later. It's everybody I had on my official list. So it's now my distinct honor to welcome to the podium two men who have been an integral part to the Caesars Virginia success so far. Please welcome Danville Mayor Alonzo Jones.
Come on, council members. My staff told me that they wanted me to be jovial this morning. They don't have to tell me that. There's also, I saw Fred Shanks, John Hamlin, and Buddy Rawley. Come and join us. Come and join us. Come on, let's give them a hand. These are some of our former council members, our former mayor. They told me this morning, the city staff said there were so many speakers on this podium this morning. They said, Mayor, hurry up, sit down. I'm not going to listen to them. This is the first time I'm not going to listen. I'm going to recognize some persons that Robert did not recognize. We have Tiffany Franks and her team is here from Abbott University. Let's give them a big hand. I don't know if you all met Dr. Jerry Wallace, but he's to my left. Dr. Jerry Wallace and the DCC family. Let's give them a hand. Our school board chair, Crystal Cobbs, and some of the school board members in Danville Public Schools is here this morning. Chief Neil Morris is here. Chief, wave your hand for us, please. Our Chief of Police, Scott Booth, and members of our police department. Our fire department is here. And to all of you important people here, we welcome you all here this morning. The word excitement is just, if you all knew where I was before I got here, I was actually going through a physical exam, and I was able to tell the doctor, I got to go. He said, where you going? I said, this is a very important announcement. He said, well, everything is great. Your checkup is good. I said, now, I'm happy. Good morning again, and this is an exciting day. Our city staff, please stand up. Ken, Larkin, Corey, well, all of our cities, Arnold, all of our city staff, please give our city staff a big hand. Come on, you can clap louder than that. All of these persons standing with me, we have worked tirelessly, and we've been calling each other all night, all morning. There's a lot of excitement, but let me pause one more time to say to Stephen Gould, give him a big hand, please. If I don't recognize Tommy Bennett, our president of the NAACP, I'll be in trouble. Stand up, Tommy Bennett. You recognize all of our elected officials. That's been done. But again, I just want to say, we want to say that when we received an invitation to take part of this groundbreaking, we could not help but to think to everyone that's driving by this site, it looks like the groundbreaking had started a long time ago. It is so wonderful to see the big equipments moving about, the workers busily going and doing their jobs. We know that this site holds a lot of memories for many citizens who worked in the textile mills and their family. If there's anyone here who worked in mills or your family, please stand, let us recognize you, please. We know it's not easy to let go of that past. However, we cannot go back. We can create a path forward, a new life for this site, and a strong future for the citizens of this city. As I said at the beginning, today marks a big step forward. Caesars, Virginia, and you heard him say, we are all what? Caesars. Say, we are all what? Caesars. I'm proud to be too. Caesars, Virginia will create new jobs and career opportunities for our residents, along with hundreds of jobs while under construction. Danville will, I say this very slowly to all of our haters, Danville will become a destination city. and mark this part, at a level that we have never experienced before. You all have seen the renderings for the casino resort. They are so impressive. However, the impact of this project is beyond our own extent. 2 years ago, I joined with the members of City Council along with these former council members in approving a strong development agreement with Caesars. This agreement not only assures that the project will be of the highest quality, but also bring millions of dollars in much revenue to our city. We will use this money to make key investments in other parts of the city. These investments will create a better quality of life and economic opportunities for all of our residents. As City Council, we're committed to making this happen. To my city staff, I'm going to close because you told me to hurry up and sit down and be quiet. And I hope, Corey, I was excited enough for you all. But let me close by saying this. I am excited, and we are excited on behalf of City Council and the city staff. We want to thank you for being here today for this ceremony. We look forward to what is ahead is a tremendous, outstanding, transformational project. Thank you all so much. Thank you. You see, the council members don't want to go sit down. Y'all.
Wow, thank you, Mayor Jones. You know, I thought I had a little bit of energy. I have my green tea, but I guess I should have got a physical this morning. Just wake me up. I think I know. I won't. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you, Council, for joining us on stage. Our next speaker, who's been a big friend of the project, and I make sure that I meet him for breakfast or lunch or dinner or something every time I come to town. Please welcome Virginia State Delegate Danny Marshall.
Good morning. Good morning. You know, I love it when a plan comes together. And this is one of the great plans. So I got a call way back when from the Bristol boys asking me, would Danville want to be part of the casino bill going forward? And what did we say? Yeah. And here we are. So ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you think about where we have been, I worked at this spot over here for about 2 years to try to make payments on a car. And if you remember when Ross Perot said that we were going to have this giant sucking sound, well, you could stand up on West Main and hear that giant sucking sound with all of these jobs, close to 12,000 jobs that has left this area and has gone to other places. So thanks for Caesars, thanks for your investment. You know, every time I read the paper, every time the article comes out, the investment that these guys are making, you know, started off at $450, then it went to $500, and now it's at $550. And is the number at $650? Is it $650?
Yes.
Good. Is he going to go higher, Robert?
Maybe.
Well, great. So that is tax base. That is tax base for us here in Danville, and thank you so much. We look forward to the next 100 years. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Delegate Marshall. Yeah, that number just keeps going up. That inflation, it's real. Oh my God. You know, in the old days, everything was on time, on budget. Now it's going to be late, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more. All right, let's see where I'm at here. I'd like to welcome our partners from the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians to the podium to share a few words. Just yesterday, we made this exciting announcement of the Caesars partnership with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Would be growing to include a stake in Caesars, Virginia. In our more than 20-year relationship with the Eastern Band, we have proven to be an invaluable partner in many of our casino operations, and we're proud to welcome them to the project and to the podium today. Please welcome CEO, Eastern Band of Cherokee Indian Holdings, Scott Barbour.
All right. Well, good morning. And thank you. So I've switched teams. Many of you here in Danville probably know that I was with Caesars originally. I spent 21 years with Caesars, and when I left to go work exclusively for the Eastern Band to start the commercial gaming enterprise, I had one request. I left cordially, and I talked to Robert and to Barron and Brett Junker and the Carano family and Tom Regan, said, you're building a great project that I was actually intricately involved with for a couple of years in securing the license in Danville. Could we possibly become investors at some point? So we've spent the last year and a half or 2 years working through a potential partnership on one condition, that we make it bigger and better. So if you remember right, this project started at $450 million was the ballpark. Then we said maybe $500 million. And then yesterday, as Robert just announced, $650 million. So we've increased the scope, and we're looking for just a world-class asset. So it's going to be just terrific. So I now head up the tribe's commercial gaming enterprise. Like I said, I spent 21 years with Caesars, either working directly or indirectly with the tribe through the management contract there. And they're just terrific people. And I think they have a very close synergy and an analog to what we see here. I think the one thing that the whole community of Danville left an indelible impression on me, that what a great community, a sense of community, a sense of pride. And I think you'll hear that from Chief Sneed. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce the Principal Chief of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, Richard Sneed. Thank you so much. We look forward to it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Scott. My name is Richard Sneed, Principal Chief of the Eastern Band, and this feels more like a pep rally and less like a groundbreaking. Probably the most exciting groundbreaking that I've ever been to. I would like to ask my council members who have joined us and made the journey here, would you all please stand so we can recognize you? I just want to say, one of our former council members, Mr. Perry Schell, a good friend of mine, he gave me the quintessential public speaking advice years ago, the 5 B's of public speaking, which was be brief, brother, be brief. So, Mayor Jones, love your enthusiasm, great team you have here. My first trip to Danville here, and wow, the potential that exists here. I want to say thank you so much to Caesars for the opportunity to be a partner in this project. The Eastern Band has had a 25-year relationship with Caesars. We've had, every 7 years, we have an opportunity to renegotiate, maybe go with another partner, another firm. The relationship that we have with Caesars, you could not have picked a better team to be with than Caesars. Well done. I do want to say something that you do have to look forward to. Much like the city of Danville, when the jobs left, unemployment was high. We were just poor. We were in poverty for generations. And in 1997, we entered into Indian gaming, and we were a Harris property from day one. We're still a Harris property today. The amount of revenue that comes into our community now enables us to now, we have literally changed the economic scope of Western North Carolina. Historically, 5 of the poorest counties in the state were in Western North Carolina. We now employ over 6,000 people and have stabilized the entire region's economy. So there's so much to look forward to, so much to be hopeful for, and we do have to pay taxes too. So all the haters, we're paying taxes. But listen, with every great project and every great vision, there will always be those naysayers and always be those who will try to tear down progress. But it takes great leaders and great visionaries like the team at Caesars, the City Council, the Mayor. Congratulations to you all. We look forward to a long-lasting and very prosperous relationship. Ski.
Thank you, Chief C. All right. So now I'd like to introduce Kelly G., the Executive Director of the Virginia Lottery, to say a few words.
I wrote in my notes, I'm so excited to be here, because that's what you're supposed to say at these events, but I'm so excited to be here. The lottery is really looking forward to a very productive, working, strong relationship with Caesars Danville. The legislature made clear their goals when they authorized casinos in the Commonwealth, assisting with economic development, promoting tourism, and to ensure that casino operations are held to the highest level of honesty, integrity, quality, free of any corrupt practices. So lottery and Caesars have very clear directives. I'm confident we are going to achieve both in this process. I do want to take a second to recognize my team. I would put them up against anybody. They are the very best. Gina, Nate, Artie, Adam, Sanji, Rob are right over here. Caesars Danville already know them. We have been working together for several months now, but pretty soon they're probably going to take up temporary residence here when they start watching when they start watching beams go up and slot machines come off trucks and the last minute, investigative background check. You guys are going to know how they take their coffee in the morning, and the meetings do not end at 5 or ever, really, as I'm sure they would tell me. I will close with a really heartfelt congratulations to the City of Danville and Caesars on this achievement. Congratulations. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but we are working in tandem, full steam ahead.
Thank you, Kelly. Next up, I had the pleasure of having dinner with her last night, and she represents the Virginia Tourism Corporation, the president and CEO, Rita M. Welcome. Rita's a smart one. She takes the stairs in the back of the room.
Don't challenge me. I could have jumped. Thank you, Robert. Good morning. Good morning. It's a new day, and we're feeling good. Yes. Woo! I am so personally delighted to be here to witness the emergence of Caesars, Virginia. It's going to be a beacon, very beautiful, on a beautiful location on a hill. And this will bring visitors to Danville from not only locally, the region, the Commonwealth, but the whole United States of America and people from around the globe. Yes. The Caesars brand is known around the globe and all of their products. They have loyal customers who will come to discover Danville and Pittsylvania County. They will want to explore. They want to see the products. They want to come with their loved ones, their friends, their families. They're coming for meetings. They're coming to have a good time. And we want to build that loyalty and that repeat customer and always talk to the new customer because we want to bring you some new loyalty and some new customers. Right, Baron? And what this investment will help also do is build a community that is quality, a great place obviously to live, and people to open new businesses, and just a place to educate your children, but the very best in this strategy that has been developed to grow Danville and Pittsylvania County. This is the vision, right, Ken Larkin? Yes. Corey, thank you so much. And I want to recognize Sandra Tanner, who's our Destination Development Specialist with Virginia Tourism. Sandra will be working with Ken and Corey and Lisa Merriweather, your Tourism Director. So I must say from the heart, it is truly wonderful to be back in Danville. Delegate Marshall, you love your city, your locality, your district. Delegate Krizik, Delegate Warren, and Delegate Sickles. Like these guys back in Richmond, when you say they had a plan, they executed the plan. They put it together with lottery. Thank you, Kelly, and the whole lottery team. We're on to something here. It's a new day. It's a great day. And we're going to show the world why Virginia is for Caesars Virginia lovers. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. I'm thinking maybe you had a physical this morning too. The two most energetic people in the room. There's reason to be excited. I just have to get my Wheaties to show it. No, I'm very excited. Hey, we got one final speaker. I know everybody. Let's get a little tough here. Our final speaker, the next person, he is the regional president, one of the regional presidents for Caesars Entertainment. He will oversee the operations. This Caesars Virginia will be part of his region. So he will put the team together and oversee the operations of this facility. Please welcome Baron Fuller to the stage.
Good morning, everybody. I can definitely guarantee you I did not have a physical this morning. And Mayor Jones, my knees were hurting, man, seeing you jump up and down there. So I might use the steps getting down. So, hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome. It's an exciting day for the city of Danville, the state of Virginia, and for Caesars Entertainment as we put a shovel in the ground on this great economic engine behind us. So I will be short, I will be brief, but I do have some people I want to recognize, and I want to talk a little bit about the culture of Caesars and what it means to us today. So we have three core operating principles that we operate under. One is blaze the trail. What does that mean? We never settle for the status quo, right? And I think we're exemplifying that today. None of us had settled for the status quo. That's why we're here today. Mayor Jones, Principal Chief Sneed, Scott, many years ago, we started with this vision, and today we're going to finally get a shovel in the ground and make it happen. So we're blazing the trail. The second is all in on service. We have been blessed with hospitality since we've come to Danville. Open arms, incredible service quality here already. At Caesars, though, we take that to the next level, right? We always deliver outstanding service. We try to listen. If we hear something, we'll put that in your room when you're checking your room. So elevating that service level is something we always focus on. And last but not least, together we win. And this is about building relationships, and that's why we're here today. We build a ton of relationships. Scott's been building those relationships in this market for the past 2.5 years. We welcome with open arms. Last night I met some incredible people. Had dinner at King Krupp and Connie from CIR. We formed an incredible bond last night because we both have a passion for heat. Connie has such a passion, she carries the Reaper pepper powder in her purse, and we shared that on our tuna last night. So me and Connie are Reaper pepper brothers forever. So, all right. Just some quick thank yous. And again, Principal Chief Sneed and everyone from EBCI, we are so proud and so happy to be partnering in this project together. Marnell Companies. Marnell is our design team. At Caesars Entertainment, we're working on a ton of projects with Marnell. Dave, Tim, and Brian in the back there. Spent a lot of time with these guys, more than my wife probably, which is not a good thing. So these guys have designed some of the greatest casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. When we look at Whiting Turner, our general contractor, again, we're using Whiting Turner in a lot of our projects throughout the nation. D.H. Griffin, tearing things down, right? Got us to where we are today so we can put a shovel in the ground and start building it back up. And then our local partner, Blair Construction. And this will continue to add and add and add as we bring on more and more contractors to make this project a reality. In it, Robert mentioned Ben's Boys. I'm a food truck junkie, so it's incredible to have a food truck here today with some incredible breakfast burritos. Bob's Rentals for standing up this tent, bringing this all together, and DJ Larry Stamps for spinning the tunes earlier and getting into this nice sound system here today. So we look forward to many more opportunities with everybody in this room today. So without further ado, we're going to put a shovel in the ground and make this reality happen, because together we win. Thank you.
Hey, Doc.
Y'all just file in right here on this line.
You get them all lined up. We'll give them a pose for a little while.
All right, guys. Yeah. Do we everyone before we settle? Come on back. Everyone just scoot back 5 feet. Come on back, y'all. Good job. Come on, sir. Everybody set?
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Head photo right here. Everyone look and smile.
Smile.
Excellent. One more time.
All right. Getting good at it. We're going to stick him in the ground one more time.
Yeah, everyone out. 3, 2, 1. You guys got what you need?
Larry, look up.
That's good. I can hold this smile all day.